This is Richard Tape. He's on a quest to beat this guy, but he only has one inventory slot. To achieve a fire cape, he'll have to think outside the box and play RuneScape in ways no one has before. It's a long shot, but no one ever said it was gonna be easy. Last episode, we set a great baseline for the account with prayer, magic, and some gear upgrades, including the best amulet in the game for a one inventory slot account. It is the best. You cannot barehand implings with one inventory slot. I saw like 8 billion comments suggesting this. Today, we go after the biggest roadblock for getting a fire cape on a one inventory slot account. I have such an appreciation for these items now, not having a bank and also only having one inventory slot. Any item that I can wear and keep are my sacred treasures, especially this amulet. It's so good. Just gonna squeeze the last magic XP I can possibly squeeze out of these last 30 death runes I have, and then it's time to face the roadblock head on. Training range is gonna be a headache on this account, but there is one domino that I can push down right now that begins pushing down other dominoes, and that's toggling this feature from the range tutor. From here on out, whenever I pick up an arrow that I already have equipped, it'll go straight into my equipment slot. A crucial quality of life feature. This means I don't have to drop whatever's in my inventory to pick up a single bronze arrow, for example. I know I alluded to other dominoes, but I actually have no idea what those dominoes are. I have some ideas, but I have no clue if they're gonna work. We know that if we have the exact amount of GP for an item, we're able to buy it. So we'll be able to get a low tier bow and some low tier armor one at a time, but getting anything significant for the fire cape, that's a different story. And the main roadblock, how do I get thousands and thousands of arrows, and good ones at that? It's time to enact Plan A. There is no Plan B, so this better work. But before that, really quick, I have a secret, and it's today's sponsor, Control, the greatest meal replacement shake on the market. In fact, it's not much of a secret. Control was on the channel last summer, and you guys had amazing feedback on it, so here we are again. Control has the greatest flavors of all time for their shakes. That is not an exaggeration. It's also a huge nostalgia hit for a lot of the cereals that I loved as a kid. Not only do their shakes taste amazing, but they also provide you with the energy and nutrition you need to get through the day. You can get up to 30% off these samples with the bundle builder on their website and an additional 10% off with code SETTLED. So instead of ordering takeout or fast food, go create a bundle, not only to save money, but supply your body with vitamins, minerals, probiotics, all while keeping yourself energized and feeling full. They're super easy to make with your choice of water, milk, or almond milk, and then some scoops of your Control powder. Just shake it, and then you're ready to go. And it tastes great. You're telling me you wouldn't want a cinnamon toast shake right now? I mean, come on. But it's time for you to figure out your own favorite flavor. So head to drinkcontrol.com, try out their bundle builder, and you can use code SETTLED for an additional 10% off your order. I've been drinking Control for months now, and I really think you should at least give it a try. Please go for it. You won't regret it. Okay, listen, I came up with something that could get me some arrows to start training range. It's actually pretty interesting. To make it happen, I need to hit 2 different thieving goals. First, I need 25 thieving. And then I need 40 thieving. And here is 11 thieving. This is gonna take a few hours. 13, 14, 15, and 25 thieving. That was the fast part. Now we're gonna have to find a way to get 30 coins and go over to Remington. Should be able to pickpocket warriors. I don't know how much a warrior gives when you pickpocket them. We're about to find out. There we go. Okay, 18 coins. Okay, that actually works out pretty well. I just have to pickpocket a man 4 times and we should have our 30 coins. How am I failing this much? I'm 25 thieving. Come on. There we go. Okay, let's pay our 30 coins for a boat over to Remington. I just started to panic because I'm like, wait, I don't have these tiles unlocked. I can't be running here. Every account I play just completely changes my brain. Anyway, time to take another boat over to Zaya. I'm gonna have to push around this plow for about 40 minutes, but after that, I get access to the Hosidius fruit stalls, which are like twice the speed as that bakery stall I was just stealing from. All I need is 15% Hosidius favor. So these plows have a chance of breaking down, and I actually don't have a hammer to fix them. I thought I remembered a hammer spawn over here. Nice, okay. Thankfully, I don't need any inventory slots to do this, so I can just keep this hammer in my inventory. My first maze random! I think I have like a little over a day of playtime right now. This is amazing, dude. These can be so good. I do have a chance of getting arrows from this. That would actually be insanely good. First maze on the account, let's see what we get. 80 chaos runes and some money. Unless there's something that costs exactly 14 and 52 GP, I think I'm just gonna drop this money, but I'm gonna go use these chaos runes real quick because I feel like it would be a waste to just let them disappear. I went 0.8% over the 15% mark. That's what happens when you're having too much fun, dude. You don't even notice what's happening. That does mean I can now steal from the Hosidius fruit stall. This is what I'm gonna be doing up until 40 thieving, and at 40 thieving, we can finally try plan A. God, I hope this works. I'm just gonna be running in between these two stalls and dropping my one piece of fruit every single time. It is actually faster to run in between the stalls than to just stay at one, and I'll see ya at 40 thieving, 30 thieving, 35 thieving. Is this another maze random? If it is, that's actually insane. Oh my god, it is. There are 23 random events in the game, so you can expect to get a maze random like every 25 hours of playtime. I've just gotten 2 of them in the last like 2 hours. Very, very lucky to have gotten a second one. All right, maze random number 2 completed, and we get... Is that 250 arrows on the ground? Let's go, dude. I have never been happier to receive 200 iron arrows from a random event. That is so good for me. I'm gonna blow through them pretty quick, but it's such a good start to my range training. That's actually the best thing I could have gotten. It's a good start, but it'll get me nowhere close to my goal for range, so we still have to get 40 thieving and figure out a plan. Hey, 40 thieving done. If this works, I should be able to get more than just 250 iron arrows. It'll still be a pretty slow process. What we're looking for is just a sustainable way of getting arrows to train with. Now that I have 40 thieving, I can pickpocket a guard, just like that. One of these coin pouches from a guard is exactly 30 GP, and iron arrows in the range shop are 3 GP each, so I'm thinking if I use the buy 10 option, I can get exactly 10 arrows. So I can just go pickpocket a guard, buy 10 arrows, go pickpocket another guard, buy another 10 arrows, and I can just rinse and repeat and sort of stack arrows. Okay, bad news. This does not work. I could have sworn this would work, but apparently it doesn't. I literally can't buy anything in bulk. I tried testing this on a second account just to make sure that maybe 30 coins wasn't enough to buy 10 arrows. Maybe the price scales and they end up costing more, but no, I can buy 10 arrows with exactly 30 coins. They just always go into the second inventory slot. Plan A has failed. This is not good. I don't have a plan B, but we're gonna have to think of one. It's time for a little adventure. This is an item spawn that's on the way over to where I'm going. Leather gloves absolutely suck. They don't give any range bonus, but they do give a little bit of defense, and I'm not wearing anything else anyway, so... pretty sure it's this house. Yes, there it is, the shortbow spawn. I bet you didn't know about that. And if you did know about this spawn, well, go touch grass. Who would know about this? Gonna make my way back over to Varrock because I think there's one more gear upgrade I can do before I start training range. I'm pretty much just living off of item spawns this early into the account, and this leather body will be a decent upgrade. I mean, it's +2 range bonus. You know, it's really not that much, but when you're 1 range, you will take anything you can get. I'd like to hit at least 60 range before I even think about getting a fire cape, but I think getting good gear is actually the much bigger roadblock. I was originally thinking of getting full void. It's the obvious choice, but it's really not good until much higher range, and it has 0 prayer bonus, which I think will be my biggest bottleneck in this challenge. But getting my hands on good range gear that isn't void with 1 inventory slot is gonna be interesting to say the least. I don't see any way of getting 32 quest points to enter the Champions Guild, and there's an entirely different problem with trying to buy gear in the desert. We're definitely gonna have to think outside the box. Level 10 range. Picking up every single arrow isn't fun, obviously, but at least it auto-equips. 15 range. Any one of these arrows at this point. There we go. Okay, the coveted 20 range. I can actually go upgrade my gear quite a bit from this. We're gonna have to engineer our cash stack for a couple of these upgrades. In fact, all of them. 30 arrows left after 20 range, so it worked out pretty damn perfectly. First upgrade, Willow Shortbow. I need 200 GP exactly for this, and I've done that once before, but I should have a much better way to do it now. Gonna have my battle staff upstairs on the table. We'll start the 10-minute despawn timer. 40 thieving didn't solve my arrow problem, but it does help me get the upgrades I need in Varrock at least. All right, 6 pickpockets from a guard. That's 180 coins. All right, now I need to pickpocket this woman 7 times. Okay, there we go. That's gonna be another 21 GP, so this is 201, and when I was running past the tramp over here last time I came to Varrock, I got this idea. Yes, you can give him a coin. Okay, that is so good. As long as what I buy is in Varrock, I can use Charlie the Tramp. Okay, when it comes to upgrades, the most impactful upgrade you can possibly make is always going to be your weapon. So a Willow Shortbow, 200 coins. This is the most impactful thing I pretty much could have done to my range gear. Let's sell this. Not that I'm gonna be using this money at all, but I have to actually go drop it and pick up my air battle staff again. 2 more upgrades to go. The studded body and the studded chaps, respectively selling for 850 and 750 GP in the armor shop. Let's reset this despawn timer. Thankfully, the studded chaps should just be a simple 30 pickpockets. At 40 thieving, it's a 50% chance to fail a pickpocket on a guard, so I lose health here pretty fast. Yes, we're done. That's the one. 750 coins on the dot. 40 thieving turned out to be a godsend nonetheless. This would have taken 300 pickpockets and a way more juggling, so huge unlock, at least in this stage of the game where I'm still buying gear from Varrock. Studded chaps purchased. Big upgrade because I didn't have any range legs at all, so this is just another +6 range bonus to the arsenal. Very nice. Gotta make sure my battle staff doesn't despawn. I've been getting destroyed by these guards. Thankfully, I've got 840 GP on the ground. We're gonna heal up and top off this cash stack and we should be done. Nice and easy. 12 GP plus 840. Sacrifice 2 coins to Charlie the Tramp. And we buy our studded body. We are all locked and loaded. Plus 40 ranged attack bonus after all those upgrades. I'm very, very happy with that. We have a lot of work to do. Go grab the battle staff with 3 minutes to spare. We're in a much better position, but we do still have a massive arrow problem. So let's go solve it. I know I'm teleporting to pest control, but pest control actually has nothing to do with it. I'm gonna finish up the rest of my arrows here at these seagulls because I need to use every single last piece of ammunition I have. I have not let a single arrow despawn on this account yet, and I won't start now. So I had to do some research on this because I really didn't know everything about this entire continent, but there's an area past the Korend Castle. It takes 6 minutes to walk there, and fenced inside a lizardman enclosure is a spawn of 4 bronze arrows. I don't want to use bronze arrows, and I don't think I can get away with using them for the fire cape, but for jump starting my range training at this point in time, I think it's what I have to do. When we were collecting chaos runes for magic, there was actually some reasonable doubt that someone else in RuneScape history had done that before. But for this, there will be no doubt. We are about to spend hours collecting arrows that anyone can buy for 1 coin each. 22 range, that's the final range level I'm getting from these arrows? Well. Wait, this is amazing. I went the complete wrong way. Don't worry, guys. I found it. Okay, bronze arrows, show yourself. Oh my god, that's a lot of bronze arrows. Oh, but I can't get those. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to drop my battle staff so I can at least equip this one, and now the rest of them should go into my equipment slot. Okay, so there's 6 total bronze arrows that can actually be picked up here, but these 2 outside don't seem to be worth it because I kind of have to go out of my way to pick these up. Okay, we pretty much just hit the 1 hour mark and we're at 703 bronze arrows, which is pretty solid. Yeah, I guess now I know, 700 bronze arrows in an hour is what I can expect to get here, and I've been trying to brainstorm ways of getting much better gear while I've been picking up these arrows, and I have a couple of ideas, but there are problems with many of them. Right now, I'm gonna set my sights on 40 range, which I'll be doing in the morning. Good morning from the beach, 25 range. 30 range! No, I'm out of ammo! I'm almost 39. I really thought 700 arrows would get me there, but it looks like it's not. I won't even get 39 from this. Time to collect more arrows. I ended up spending 15 minutes gathering just 200 bronze arrows before going for 40 range. Once again, not a single person doubted me, but here I am, 40 range. Okay, so we have some very important upgrades to get with this level. In fact, I have pieced together something super crucial. Now, I was originally thinking, how do I get into the Champions Guild? They sell green d'hide in there. Well, there's absolutely no way for me to get 32 quest points on here. So then I thought, how do I get to Narda? I can buy green d'hide there. Yeah, well, there's a problem with that too. You see, to enter the desert through the Shanty Pass, you need a Shanty Pass. And then how do you bring money along with you if you need a Shanty Pass to enter? I could get in the desert, but I would have to find a way to make exactly enough money for green d'hide while in the desert, which leaves me with very few options. Okay, Romeo, I really can't deal with you right now. It's time to minigame teleport over to Birthrup because I have a plan. I don't have a ton of arrows, but if I'm lucky enough, these archers have a 1 in 21 chance of dropping green d'hide chaps, and also a small chance of dropping a maple shortbow. I am expecting to run out of arrows here, but I can always start bashing with my air battle staff once that happens, so I'm fully expecting and prepared to do that. It is times like this that I am so happy that I got this drop. There's 31 strength. I would definitely have to go get more arrows right now if I didn't have a battle staff, and it's not ideal to be bashing with this thing, but it works, so... Yes, we got it. Nice. Oh, that was starting to take a long time once I started bashing with my staff. Actually, right on drop rate, 21 kills in order to get the green d'hide chaps. It seems like drop rates are real. These are probably going to be my chaps for a very long time. I really don't see any better pair coming my way for a while. You can also get a maple shortbow for 400 coins, so it's time for all reliable. Start the despawn timer. After this, we'll pretty much have maxed out all of our early game range gear. We're gonna have to start thinking outside the box if we want anything better than this. Ma'am, I presume you know the drill. I'm gonna have to steal your money 4 times, and I'm gonna have to donate to this tramp twice. Biggest upgrade I could have possibly made, +9 range bonus. All right, let's get our battle staff back, and we have pretty much maxed out our early game range gear. With 40 range, we also unlocked the ranging guild, so that's actually where I'm gonna make my way over to right now. I want to explore the place, see if it can offer me any arrow solutions or gear solutions that can make my fire cape journey a reality. We're also approaching 37 hours played right now. Okay, this is a little sketchy. It actually kind of stresses me out. Okay, we're fine. Having someone kill me for all this stuff on me would not be ideal at this stage of the account where all of this stuff took many hours to get. Ah, the sweet stench of the ranging guild. I remember how badly I wanted to be in here as a kid. Ah, there's a mithril arrow, but it's out of range. I can't spawn camp it. That's unfortunate. Leather van braces, 18 coins. That's actually pretty solid. We also have a coif in here that I'm not really interested in. The van braces are +4 range bonus. That's actually really significant. Is there anything I can pickpocket that's close to here that can get me 18 coins? I don't want to risk my air battle staff too much longer. Okay, I'll figure that out later. Let's keep exploring for now. One more thing I want to check out is this archery tower. Is there a chance that these arrows actually go to the floor? I can't remember. I used to do this as a kid. I used to train up here. I don't even know what arrows they're firing at me. I'm trying to like squint to see it, but oh, it's adamant. This is actually so big. I don't know how common they drop to the floor, but this could be really big. Okay, there's a second arrow. I haven't been timing this, but if I had to guess, it's been like 45 seconds. And there's another arrow. Okay, so it's 3 in a minute, basically. So 180 arrows an hour. That is so bad, but it is an option. It's definitely an option. These are the best arrows I can get my hands on so far. I probably need like, what, 1,500 arrows to get a fire cape? So this is what, like 8 or 9 hours of just sitting here and prayer flicking? It's an option. I'll keep it in the back pocket. I'm gonna leave my air battle staff on this table. I want to get those van braces, and thankfully there's a useless piece of game knowledge that I learned very recently that actually isn't so useless. I don't know how much a warrior gives when you pickpocket them. We're about to find out. There we go. Okay, 18 coins. 18 coins exactly for pickpocketing a warrior. Every day I learn something more and more useless. 18 coin trade for leather van braces. These actually shocked me with how big of an upgrade these were. +4 range bonus. That's more than the studded chaps to green d'hide chaps gave me. Welcome to a new segment on the show I like to call discussing the next 3 days of my life. I thought I could get my hands on a pretty good range weapon, and I set a pretty weird goal. I wanted to get 52 range. I spent an hour collecting 700 bronze arrows and went to bash some sand crabs at the beach for several hours. I wanted to make my staff a bit more reliable, so I got 40 strength and then 40 defense, so I got access to better equipment later on. I got a slayer task that I didn't end up doing. I trained a bit, spent another hour getting arrows, and then I came to an important decision. You're not gonna like what I'm about to do here, but it's a necessary sacrifice. I only feel okay doing this because I got my 40 strength and defense with this staff not long ago, but I need my inventory slot open, so the 6.2k is unfortunately going to replace it. I'm also going to make sure this 6k isn't wasted. I can put this money in the last man standing coffer. Coffers aren't crazy useful because you can only deposit or withdraw money in increments of 1,000. So now we have 6k stored, and I have to drop this 200 GP because it's not an increment of 1,000. I made this sacrifice because I found a sustainable training method. Minotaurs in the Stronghold of Security dungeon. They have a pretty common drop of iron arrows, meaning I can use my bronze arrows to build up a stack of iron arrows, and then I profit. This ended up being horribly slow. I came here with 46 range, and needing to pick up every arrow, both fired and dropped, slowed me down a lot here. Well, we just hit 50 range, and I'm pretty much out of bronze arrows. I have 530 iron arrows stacked up though, which is pretty solid. The question is, am I gonna profit on these iron arrows, or am I gonna have to go back and get more bronze ones later? I spent a few more hours here and I hit my goal of 52 range, which meant I had one more max hit with iron arrows, so I felt comfortable enough to try something. We're making our way over to Barbarian Assault. Man, this sketches me out every time. Okay, now that I've talked to this guy, I can actually teleport here indefinitely with the minigame teleport, so super nice teleport to have. Also, 52 hours played on the account right now. The plan was this. There are monsters in the ancient cavern that have an uncommon drop of a U shortbow. Unlike the other shortbows before it that are just slight upgrades to each other, the U shortbow is a massive upgrade over the maple shortbow. The ancient cavern is pretty dangerous and it has a lot of monsters that I don't want to fight, but this bow could potentially be my fire cape weapon. It can fire rune arrows, and if I find a way to get rune arrows, it officially makes it better than a rune crossbow for me for the fight capes. But there was a problem with this plan. You can't enter the ancient cavern until you complete barbarian training. Let's jump into the whirlpool. I'm ready. Oh, I need barbarian training, don't I? I don't think that's possible with one inventory slot. So at the time, that's where the plan ended. Well, this is what loot from 2200 Minotaurs looks like, if any of you were curious. I spent another 6 hours at Minotaurs. I got 56 range and stacked almost 900 iron arrows. And then it hit me. The only thing you need to complete in order to access the ancient cavern is the fire making trial. To do barbarian fire making, all you need is a bow, 35 fire making, and some oak logs. With the ancient cavern no longer seeming impossible, I got to work. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to sell this maple shortbow if I want to train woodcutting and fire making. I'll take the 10-minute time loss. I just don't really feel like having another thing to juggle while I'm already gonna be juggling logs and a tinderbox to make this grind work. Let's claim our free axe and tinderbox from the woodcutting tutor, some Tileman nostalgia. Yeah, I guess this is what woodcutting and fire making is gonna look like on an account with one inventory slot. So now I drop my tinderbox, I get a new log, we drop the log, and then we pick up the tinderbox, then we use the tinderbox on the log, and we're just gonna have to kind of rinse and repeat this process up until 35. 6 woodcutting. I can now use a steel axe, but I actually don't think it's worth my time necessarily to try to get a steel axe. I just thought of a way better method to get 35 fire making, and I'm gonna go do it real quick. There are 4 log spawns at the top of this castle, so I think I'm just gonna light all of these logs and continue hopping worlds until I hit 35 fire making. I'm still gonna have to get 15 woodcutting so I can get the oak logs, but at least this way I don't have to drop my tinderbox every single time and have to go through all the inconvenient parts of woodcutting and fire making together. At least this way I can just train both skills independently. Yes, there it is, 35 fire making. This was actually pretty quick with this method. This was like 45 minutes of hopping worlds and just lighting every log I see. Now I just need to get 15 woodcutting. Surprisingly much faster when you don't have to juggle a tinderbox and logs. There we go, we can chop oak trees. I'm gonna have to get a bow in order to do barbarian fire making, and it doesn't have to be a maple shortbow, but it has to be any type of bow. So I think I'll just go for a willow shortbow right now. Unfortunately, I did accidentally go 40 GP over the 200 mark, so I'm gonna have to give this guy 1 coin at a time 40 times. Okay, there we go. Let's go get our willow shortbow. Okay, I'm gonna have to juggle this willow shortbow for a sec. Before I run up that massive hill, I'm gonna need a pair of oak logs that I drop at the top. Hopefully no one steals my willow shortbow in the meantime. I think that would be very sad for me, but also for whoever takes it. Bow retrieved. All right, let's find out if this works. So if I use my willow shortbow on the logs that are on the ground, oh my god, it works. Yes, that is so perfect. And I'm pretty sure that is all I need to get into the ancient cavern. From the caverns beneath the lake, let's go. That's it. Yes, I'm gonna be able to go in. I really didn't think I was gonna be able to do this with one inventory slot, but it turns out it is possible with just a little bit of engineering. I have 900 iron arrows to get this U shortbow with. It should be doable. All right, let's jump in and see what happens. I need to be very careful because the HP and prayer I have is all that I have. There are green dragons here and I do not have an anti-dragon shield. Where do I need to go is the question. I think they're all the way in the back. Okay, this is where I need to be. It's these guys. These guys are the ones that drop it, but oh my god, they have so much health. Oh my god, I just got hit a 15. That's really not good. Okay, I might have to wait until I lose aggro. I don't know if I can lose it by being upstairs here, but that was a pretty devastating hit to take. I am now in one-shot range. I'm gonna make sure my prey melee is on at all times while exiting this place. I'm trying to target these skeleton guys. They have the same drop rate for the shortbow. No, I got PJ'd again. That's the problem. The skeleton brutes have 70 less health and less defense, and they still have the same drop rate for the shortbow. So those are the guys that I need to be targeting, but this angry barbarian spirit is relentless, dude. I honestly might have to teleport out and just regroup. I'm gonna sell my willow shortbow. It is absolutely worth it to go out of my way to get a maple shortbow here. I need every single bit of range bonus I can get right now. All right, locked and loaded once again. 400 coins, maple shortbow. Let's give this another shot and hopefully not take like 30 damage instantly running into the caves. I am definitely not meant to be fighting these guys with my current stats, but you know what? That's what makes this fun. Finally managed to attack a skeleton brute without getting interrupted. These guys are way faster to kill. Still not necessarily fast to kill, but they are faster to kill. I kind of want to wear down my aggression timer. I don't know if I should just box this guy until all the monsters here are okay. Well, it's no longer an option. I seem to have killed them with my bare fist, and we got blood runes as a drop. Finally, we managed to kill one. That took so long. What is... Oh my god, what is attacking me right now? It's the green dragon. Okay, 3 hit points after that, after getting attacked by a dragon that wasn't even on my screen. Kill number 15, adamant bar. Another adamant bar, huge. Steel longsword and steel knife drop. Another kill. U-logs. Okay, can we get that in shortbow form, maybe? I've used 500 arrows in the last 30 kills, so I actually do need this to drop like pretty soon. I'm also gonna have to go resupply after this kill, I think. I don't think I could even do damage with the steel knives. Yes! Oh my god, I screw the steel knives, I don't care. Give me my arrows, give me my new shortbow. Look at the difference on this shortbow. 55 to 73. 18 range bonus, dude. That is insanity. Obviously, the main benefit is they can fire rune arrows. That is like the biggest difference, but it's also the massive accuracy difference. This thing is a beast. Oh, the possibilities. They are endless. What are you doing? Are you just gonna sit there or are you gonna subscribe? Click on the video that's next to me. That looks good. What, are you gonna watch it or not?